Hello there. My name is Tanya, and I'm making an impulsive decision to do a video of kind of random readings. I'm thinking it's going to be something like maybe a decision or something actively going on in your life, what's supporting it, what's not, and what the outcome is, depending on what you decide. Well, what the outcome is, potential outcome. Now, this is not at all formal. I'm trying this with the long form video, or not the long form, what's it called? 16:9, the phone format. So let's see how this goes. Yes, it does feel a little disorganized, but that's okay. Let's get this going. Let's start out with Aries, with the Queen of Pentacles. You're feeling very secure in your home with work. You're on solid ground and you're thriving and doing very, very well. But there may be something else that you want to add on, maybe a promotion you want to get, but there's something you want to purchase. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Something you want to purchase that's going to add on or improve the quality of your life, potentially. Let's see what we have that is hindering this. The Hierophant. Rules, laws, regulations. There may be something that is preventing you from being able to do this. This would be along the lines of adding a fence if you happen to live in a neighborhood with an HOA. There's going to be rules around it, what you can and cannot do, whether you can have a fence or not. If this is related to a vehicle, there may be special licensing or training you need. Maybe if you're getting a motorcycle for the first time, get the training and get that out of the way. You want to know what all this are, what are the rules, what are the regulations before you go sign on the dotted line. So pay attention to this. Pay attention to what's feasible and what is not. What is supporting you? The Fool. You want to do it. You want it. It's hard to hold back when it's something that you really, really want. So your sense of adventure, your willingness to dive in and try new things. So this is something that's due to you, not something you've had before, which is why you really, really need to make sure that you dig into any possible things that might get in the way of success. You're going to have to do that work in order to make this happen. So let's see what the outcome we have. This is the one. The Four of Wands. Success. This is a solid foundation. This is a commitment. A lot of times this indicates this is like a marriage card, a commitment card. This strong foundation that is built and is celebrated. Friends and family getting together to celebrate this accomplishment, this milestone in your life. So this is something you will achieve, but make it easy on yourself and pay attention to all of this up front so you don't get caught up in something. So you don't have that gotcha kind of moment and it doesn't lose steam. So learn it all, Aries, and make it happen. All right. Going to put these away. Now let's do Taurus. Wash the cards. Wash the cards. It's the fastest way I could think to do it. Yep. So that's why it's happening. Taurus. 8 of Pentacles. You're working on a project. There is something, this might be a hobby that you've always had. I am actually picturing some woodworking or the wood turning. If any of you have that. This could be with quilting. This could also be with your work, with what you do to earn a living. You have mastered this. You've perfected your technique. You've perfected your knowledge. You're gaining a reputation as an expert. And you maybe want, what I'm feeling is you want to strike out on your own. You want to put yourself out there. You want to take your product to market. So that's your ultimate goal or a decision that you're considering. Let's see what is supporting. We want to start with, no, we're doing hindering first. So Let's see what's hindering this or might hinder it. The Chariot. So for this, hindering it, because the Chariot's all about making a decision. Don't make your decision too quickly. Take your time. Do not rush. There is no need to rush this. Your reputation will only continue to improve. Your experience, your skill will only continue to improve. If you're taking your time to consider your options here and what you want to do next, where you want to take this, um, the longer you can take, the more you're going to learn, the more like industry challenges and things you're going to discover. You may even take time to go visit with other artisans in the same area or the same field, or observing them on YouTube or doing some research somehow to see what they do to have as add-ons or to make it a success for them. What is supporting you? The Six of Pentacles. You may have somebody who is willing to help finance this. You do the creating, they provide the backing, and together you split the profits. Again, make sure that you're learning and take your time on this decision. It doesn't feel like they're going anywhere. This could be a relative, it could be a partner, a life partner, husband, wife, etc. They're willing to support you. They're willing to do what it takes to help you make this happen. They also don't want to rush you. When you're ready, they will be there, ready to support you however you need. But specifically, maybe with space and funds, let's see the outcome. Strength. Give yourself time. Recognize your strengths. That might be what you need in order to help, maybe with division of work. Maybe all you do is focus on creating and then they focus on finance and marketing. But this is potentially your partner in this endeavor. Just again, do not rush into it. Take your time. You could try a few different ways, but do not rush into making it a solid business or a 9-to-5 thing just yet. Take your time and yeah, give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself permission to take the time. This can be a scary thing, going out on your own and putting yourself out there. Take charge of that fear and turn it into a strength. And again, do not beat yourself up because you're not out there with all the others. Don't let FOMO distract you from your personal path, from your journey. Don't take somebody else's path thinking it's going to be a shortcut to your own ends, because that's not what's going to happen. It's just going to take longer to get there, because now you got to find your way back to your own path. Stay focused on what's right for you and do it in your time. All right, next up we have Gemini. These are taking longer than I thought they would, so that's interesting, but I'm doing some more washi over here. Mix up and sort them and squish them and squish them and mishy-mashy them. All right, Gemini. What's Gemini doing? Temperance. This is direct guidance that I'm getting for you, Gemini. Stop overdoing it. Stop with the drama. Stop with the excessive things. Stop. That is what's coming through very hard for Gemini. Chill. You need to bring your energy back down into balance, because you are so angry, so irritated, so focused on one thing. You're putting all your energy there. You are draining yourself. You're being your own energy vampire. Congratulations there, Gemini. Stop. give yourself a break, some time out, some time away and out of the situation that you've been in. Focus on healing. Let's see what's hindering you. The Three of Wands, the desire to move on. You're waiting on something, or you feel like you should be waiting on something. You made the plan, you made the purchase, you put yourself out there, but it's taking forever. Things are not happening at the pace that you think they should be happening. Impatience is getting to you. This is not something that you can rush. This is something that requires you to balance your energy before it could succeed, before it can move. Because you have all your energy directed on this other stuff that's going on. There is zero energy being put into this area, which makes it a hindrance. So I guess bottom line recommendation here with this hindrance is now is not the time to purchase anything. At least not anything you want to get quickly, because this is going to progress slower than you want it to. So grab your patience if you're going to insist on doing that, and recognize it's just not going to happen as quickly as you want. Now let's see what we have that's supporting you here. Really, again, with the Six of Pentacles, I mixed that all in, didn't I? It's the card of the evening. There is support there for you, but you do have to leverage it. You do have to ask. You do have to hold your hand out to receive the help. So there's a sense here that you are trying to do it alone, stubbornly trying to do it alone. And you just need help. You need to ask for some help. They can help you organize things so that you're not feeling so scattered in energy, help ground you and bring you back down out of the air, out of your head. Get you outside for a walk in nature. Pentacles are an earth element, and it is going to be very grounding. So that's where they can help you. They can help bring you back down to reality. They can help you balance that energy. But you need to accept it. You need to see that you need the help. And you do. So accept it. All right, what do we have for an outcome? Page of Wands. This indicates a sense of curiosity, a fresh beginning, something new coming in. So whatever this is that you're working on, where you are just banging off the walls, banging against walls, whatever it is, you're so focused in the one area that you are running into walls in other areas. You have to get yourself out of that space. Get yourself outside. And let things work out. Some things, all you can do is set them in motion. You cannot control things once it's out of your hands. And that feels like it's the point is that it's out of your hands right now. All you can do is wait, and it's driving you crazy. So find that friend, that partner, that person that helps ground you and helps you calm down. You know who that person is. Go pay them a visit. Invite them out for dinner, for coffee, something, a walk. Let them help you. And then this Page of Wands, this does indicate an adventure, a fresh start, a new beginning. I'm not sure that it's related to this. I think it's related to your willingness to or recognize that you're in one of those cycles or you're in a spiral. Being able to recognize and redirect and bring yourself back into emotional equilibrium. So give yourself a break. Give things time to process and work out. Spend time with a good friend. And then once everything comes together, you're ready for the next thing. But you got to be patient. Got to be patient, Gemini. You got this. All right. I'm going to do a little more mixy and see if I can split those cards out and put them all over somewhere else in here. Because next up we have Cancer. So what is it that Cancer needs or has? What's going on with Cancer? What's going on with Cancer? 5 of Wands, conflict, challenge, competition, trying to get a leg up, or it feels like you can't get a leg up because so many other people are competing for the same thing. How are you going to set yourself apart? How? Let's see what's hindering you in this moment. The moon. The feeling like you have to keep part of yourself hidden. It could literally be the phases of the moon, that is your ruling planet or body, is the moon. Perhaps what you need to do is kind of hold back and sit back while the moon is becoming full. And then once the full light is shining, that's your time to strike. Your time to submit the resume, your time to enter the competition, your time to get your second wind. Phases of the moon, and the moon is your hindrance. Yeah, and maybe just be aware of the fact that you do tend to be more emotional or maybe more emotionally. Um, you may have more emotional swings depending on the phase of the moon. We are about to have a new moon, I believe in Pisces. I don't know for sure, though. Don't quote me. We're about to have a new moon, which is about fresh beginnings, a new start. Whereas the full moon is more about releasing. The new moon, the dark moon, is ready to start something new and fresh. That might be when you want to put your resume in, when you want to hit submit on that form to help give you a leg up on the competition and turn this, what could be a negative influence or have a negative impact, into leverage it as a positive thing. But you have to pay attention for you. What is helping you? The Four of Cups. So this can be about contemplation, a decision to make. This could also be a card indicating boredom. It's interesting that this is supportive, though. So it could be that you're so focused on the competition here that you're not seeing another opportunity. So that's what's supporting you, is another opportunity, something you have not looked at yet. Maybe something that's in your email, in your inbox, but somewhere there is some missive or some message that you need to see or pay more attention to, or that's just going to strike it's like a flash of inspiration. It's going to give you an idea of how to outwit the competition and take things to the next level. But you have to be paying attention. You have to be looking for things. And that's on you to do. No one else. Let's see what we have for the outcome. The Two of Swords. So maybe you end up with more than one offer. To join a team, to take a new job. I feel like to join a team, which can cover many different areas. Sports, hobbies, work, school, whatever it is, you're going to have a choice on which team you want to join. That's what I'm getting for you. Don't leave the decision too long, otherwise one of them may expire, or pay attention to any expiration dates. And take your time contemplating, do the pro and con list, but ultimately you're not going to know which decision is the right decision to make. So you're going to have to trust your heart on this. Trust your intuition, your gut. Which one feels right for you? Don't second guess it. What was the first one that came to your mind when I asked that question? That might be your answer. All right. So it looks like you push through and you get noticed over the competition, but now you have multiple offers to choose from. So not a bad thing, but it leads to a decision that you don't know the outcome of and won't know until after you make it. Trying to mix these all up in there differently. All right, that was Cancer. Now we're moving on to Leo. What do we have for Leo? Five of Pentacles. Leo, you're feeling left out. You're feeling rebuffed. You're feeling alone and cold, maybe angry, maybe a little bit of self-pity. All acceptable. You got to experience all those things to learn from them. But this is a card, Five of Pentacles, about worry over resources, feeling like you don't have enough. The key to this card is help is available, but you need to ask, you need to seek it. It's available for you. It's there for you to use, but you need to do something to make it happen, to receive it. Okay, let's see what's hindering you here. The Page of Swords, you may be overthinking things. Or you may have a misunderstanding of what this offer is or what it is you actually need. Page of Swords, so pages are fresh energy, new energy, naive but excited, asking all the questions. Why? And this is about ideas and communication. So you may be overthinking it, or you're not thinking enough. It could be the other thing, because the page is going to be distracted by lots of things along the way. They don't have a lot of focus. And maybe that's one of your hindrances, is you're not focused. You need to focus on your goal. Pay attention to who's around you. Pay attention to who the helpers are, so you know who to ask. Let's see what's supporting you. Page of Pentacles, interesting. So again, with the page, right? Fresh, new energy, curiosity. Pentacles are slow-moving energy. Swords are very quick-moving. So it could be you're making hasty decisions too. That could be one of your hindrances. You need to take some time and think it out, or give things time to develop before you make a decision. The Page of Pentacles is going to be slow. I think I've already mentioned the Pentacles are slower energy, a connected energy, very grounding energy. And with this as something that's supporting you, it means that there is the potential to receive more, to obtain more material wealth, material items. But again, you're going to have to do some work in order to get there, or to get to this stage, at this point of potential. You have to get out of this mindset and instead become curious and be willing to go in directions you've never gone before. What do we have for an outcome? Five of Wands. Interesting. Okay. This might not be something you want. Fives are challenges, competition, chaos. The Five of Pentacles is worry about work, about your material things, home life, etc., and feeling locked out or isolated in those areas. The Five of Wands is about, the Five of Wands is about competition, competing to be the one on top, to be the strongest one, to find your ground and stand your ground. So this, while this could be looked at as a negative card, I am choosing positive today. This is about you overcoming this challenge, about recognizing when you need to stand your ground, when you need help, and when you don't. That's how you're going to pull through this, is to be curious, ask questions, but don't get excessive with your questions. You know, half a one, half a dozen one, six the other, that type of thing. Be curious, explore your neighborhood, explore your options, and then put yourself into the competition. Get yourself in there, mix it up, and focus on building your skills, building your stamina. Okay, that's it for Leo. Now, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? Hello, Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Too many things. Excuse me. I don't like it when cards are flipped up, and I had too many flip up to take them. All right, Virgo. What do we have for Virgo? What's Virgo looking for? 10 of Wands. Virgo, you are taking on all the troubles, all the burdens, all the responsibility. You have claimed it as yours, whether it's yours or not. It's time to let go of some of that. Time to loosen your grip. Loosen your grip and let some things go, and be okay with that. It is okay to let things go. They're not your responsibility. Stop carrying around other people's behaviors, other people's stuff, other people's hopes and fears. What do you want? What is it that you really want to carry? Only carry what you really love, what sustains you, and not what sustains others. They need to carry that themselves. Let's see what your obstacles are. What is reminiscing, spending too much time thinking about the past. Spending too much time on the past, how things used to be, how you ended up in this situation of holding all the stuff for everybody else. How did that happen? Why? What is supporting you? The Three of Cups, some great friends, some people in your life that are very supportive, that have your back no matter what, that have probably been telling you for years to throw it out, give it away, donate it. They might even be willing to help you and make it a bit of a party and a celebration all in one. So you have support, and you can make this happen. Let's see what your outcome is. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. The tides are turning. Things are changing. You're moving on. You can leave behind everything that it does not serve you. You could drop the whole pile and start fresh. You don't need to hold on to anything if you don't want to. But there's a sense of a fresh start, of relieving yourself of some burdens, a desire or advice to stop focusing so much on the past, on what was, and focus instead on the future in the present moment, where you're at now, who you're with now. Are they people that you want to be with right now? Yes or no? If it's no, you might want to find a new tribe or a new group. And that would also indicate a burden here. So set yourself free, Virgo. You got this. All right. What's after Virgo? Libra. My Librans. That's probably not it, right? Librarians. What does Libra? What do we have for Libra? What you got? Talk to me. Talk to me about Libra. Okay. Libra, we have the Devil card. You're being tempted. Tempted to try something you know is probably not good for you. There's going to be a fine line between a good time and a bad time. And you're going to be very tempted to step over that line. So this may be a recommendation that maybe that now is not the time to go out for drinks or anything that's going to loosen up your inhibitions and loosen up your tongue. You want to try and maintain some control so you don't go flying off the handle or doing or saying something that you can't undo later on. What is... Why don't I remember the name of this card? What is hindering you? The Ace of Swords. You have so many ideas, so many things you want to try, so many things you want to do. Maybe you're really, really angry at someone and you're thinking of all the ways that you get back at them. Anger is energy, and it's not necessarily helpful energy. If it's something that you've been holding on to for a long time and can't let it go, that's a hindrance. You think you could change things, modify it, make it new, make it fresh. You cannot. Not without harm to yourself in some way. So you have your hindrance over here is hope. Hope for change, hope for something new, hope for a new idea. Time to take a break from that. Hope can be addicting. And it is not a bad thing. Unless you're in a bad place or you're at that fine line and about to step over. What is supporting you? The Queen of Wands. She's been vocal tonight. This sense of adventure, this boldness, that vivaciousness, the desire to go out and see things. You're not going to be a homebody or somebody who likes to stay home all the time. At least not right now, you're not. You don't like to feel pinned in. You like to feel like you're in charge. And you believe in yourself 100%, at least in this one area of life. You may be very confident of your ability to walk that line, that tightrope. Just be careful because somebody may be shaking that tree or shaking the other limb on the other side, which might make you fall down. So be aware or pay attention to where you're feeling more sensitive or more triggered right now. That might be where you need some work or something that you need to release so that you can maintain your balance. Okay, outcome. 4 of Cups. An iffy outcome. Maybe it's a hangover and that's it. That's not a bad card. That's not a great card. You're not back in a 5 moment or dealing with some of the higher level swords. There's this emotional kind of status quo energy. This feeling of boredom. You want this new adventure. You want to go out and try new things. But there is risk with trying some of those new things. So you need to carefully contemplate and consider what you know versus what you don't know. Which option are you going to go for? What you know or what you don't know? They have very different destinations. But I have the sense of feeling empowered here. But also the need to weigh all of the options. You can take some time with this, not too long though. I think the goal here from the universe is to have you learn to trust yourself, trust your decisions. your choices. Learn what does and does not work for you. Yep, that's what I have for you, Libra. Now let's move on to Scorpio. What is it that Scorpio needs to know? 8 of Wands. Busy, busy, busy. A lot going on. A lot of activity, a lot of movement. Feel like you can't catch a break. Stuff keeps coming in and coming in and coming in. There are people there. There is support there, but you need to look for it. You need to find out where all this action is coming from. Get to the root cause of it. Ask for someone else some help fixing it or resolving it so it doesn't keep happening and driving you crazy, making you work too hard. What's hindering you? 10 of Wands. Well, you've taken on more than you should. You've taken on responsibilities from others. It's all fallen in your lap and you're getting burnt out. You're getting frustrated. You're going to drop that pile and walk out if things keep up. Let's see what's supporting you. What is supporting Scorpio? The 2 of Wands. But you have plans. You have hopes. You have dreams for the future. You have goals. It could be a cruise. It could be a trip somewhere. You have lots of ideas and lots of dreams, and you have plans based around some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. The goal in order to achieve some of those, to help those come to you, is to be receptive. Be willing to receive the energy however it comes. And it may come in faster and quicker and more furious than you think it should. It might feel overwhelming and exhausting, or that might be where you're feeling right now. But this can come in like a breath of fresh air. It's like when you do have some downtime, when things aren't quite so crazy, just sitting down quietly and maybe journaling or doing something or visualizing. Where would you rather be right now? If we keep going down this path and you save $1 million, what does that look like for you in the future? How would you want to spend that? What would you do with it? And so on and so forth. Let's see what outcome card is. The Magician. Yes. First you come up with the idea and then you make it happen. There, simple, done. No, not quite. The Magician. This is a card that says you have all the skills and knowledge, tools you need to make this happen. You can create the future that you want. You could build a wall so all these wands stop coming in. Or you could take all of these wands and make something from them. You got a lot of wands, a lot of fire energy. And you have dreams about where you want to end up. And you have the ability to make that happen and reach that goal. Great job, Scorpio. Okay, now we're going into Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? What decision or area of life do we have for Capricorn? I am feeling the need to blend a little more. Okay, Capricorn. Strength. The Strength card. This is a card about inner strength, inner compassion. If you love yourself unconditionally, that energy spreads. And others can gain confidence. Others see your light and wish to follow your example, to leverage that for themselves. You control how much, though, you give out, how much energy and information you give out. And don't overwork yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Believe 100% that even though you look small and meek on the outside, you are a lion, right, just waiting to pounce. You have agility and strength and cunning. That's your other side. And it is just as beautiful as the light side. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's hindering you right now. Two of Pentacles. This is about work-life balance. So this is hindering you because maybe you need to take more time to play. Maybe you're taking on too many things or focusing in the wrong areas for balance. You're feeling very topsy-turvy, right? As the weight shifts from side to side because it isn't balanced. You're feeling off kilter, out of step with everyone else because you've been so focused probably on work to the exclusion almost of anything else. You may have multiple jobs and don't take time out. Don't take time off to recover, to recuperate, to rebuild your energy. That's going to put you out of whack. My professional opinion. I'm not a professional. I'm just a girl reading tarot on YouTube. What do we have that's supporting Capricorn? The Eight of Cups. You're ready to move on. You're ready to make this change. You're ready to let go of the things that are holding you back, the things that you always thought you needed to have, and in fact, you do not, because it just holds you back. It's outdated. It is stale energy. So with cups, this is an emotional thing. There is something you are emotionally tied to this job or this way of life or something, and you have a fear of losing that. You don't need to fear losing it, and this is going to sound strange and maybe cold a little bit, but you don't need to fear losing it if you let it go, if you release it. If you release those emotions that you are heavily invested in right now with this person, if you can release those and reclaim that energy again, which will help you find balance, because perhaps, although this is going to help you, well, the walking away from this, the walking away from the emotions tied to this event, to this thing that's happened here that's impacting this, once you're able to walk away from how emotional it is right now, you're going to have a much clearer head and you're going to understand things a lot better. But you have to be able to take that step back. And that might require not thinking about it for a month or two while you're doing other things. But it may still always be there in the back of your mind until one morning you wake up and you say, okay, fine, let me absorb this, let me think about it. And you go, oh, wait, that's not what I thought it was. Well, that's not what I want. Why did I think I wanted that? I deserve better. You do deserve better. What do we have on the bottom? Well, not for the outcome. The Knight of Swords. When you are ready to embrace forgiveness, it will happen quickly, swiftly. This may be words that you say that were going to help end it, or a communication that is sent and you said, well, that's it, I'm done. That's the final straw. But this Knight of Swords is indicating quick, decisive action, potentially at the risk of not knowing all of the information. So maybe the caution here with this card is just to don't respond like right away, not the first thing you think of. Take a brief breath. Take a deep breath. Take a minute to understand what they're trying to say. Formulate that response and then speak that response. That's going to have a great deal of clarity and information for the other person involved here in this. I mean, they could have some fear about things not working out. And you need to instill or inspire trust in them to make this happen, to help it be a success. There's also the sense that they would go to war for you if you just asked. So take that responsibility seriously and be that lion tamer. Okay, now we have Aquarius. Another mix up. And then one more after this. Let's see if I actually get this posted on the day I record it. All right, Aquarius, what do you got? What do you got going on? 7 of Swords. Stealing ideas? Stealing a meme? Taking things, intellectual property of some type from others? Or are you ready to let go of some things, some beliefs and ideas that were programmed into you since you were a child or a young person, that you always thought you had to abide by, that you had to carry with you? But now you recognize you really only need to take the beliefs, the ideas that support you, that feel right to you. You don't have to keep their beliefs, their ideas. Those are theirs. And there's this sense of gaining that understanding that you don't need to carry anyone else's sword. You carry what you can handle. And everybody's going to be different there. So don't judge yourself by other people's experiences. Okay, what do we have for hindering energy? The 2 of Cups. This could be a partner or a contract. It's getting in the way of you moving on. You're feeling obligated to this person. So this could be somebody that you need to let go of, somebody that you have a strong discussion with so they know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. They may understand, they may not, and that's okay. Because you know what you want, and you know what your intent is, and you believe in yourself. Let's see what's supporting you. It's Aquarius support. The Chariot. Making quick, decisive decisions. Picking a direction and just going with it, going with the flow. The ability to go with the flow. The ability to make your own decisions about this. To discern what is fact and what is not. This could even be a choice between 2 people that are vying for your attention. You need to choose carefully and listen more with your heart than with your ideas of how things should be. You want to see the big picture of the relationship and not all the minute, sometimes ugly details. What do we have for the outcome? The Sun. This has a great outcome. This is a card of success, vitality, joy. So once you're able to leave behind all that stuff that you don't really believe in, that should not be associated with you or your body, those are other people's opinions, not yours. You do not have to it's okay to leave them behind. You don't have to feel guilt that you missed somebody. Maybe that you haven't communicated with somebody in a very long time. That wasn't meant to be. But you're making choices now on what supports you and doing a very good job because it really helps. It lightens your load. It eases the burdens. And you're able to feel joy again. To go outside and feel that sun on your skin and just take a deep breath and suck it all in. Breathe in that energy of the sun. It's powerful and very nurturing. Okay, that was Aquarius. Let's see what we have for Pisces. Last one. What's coming up with Pisces? Pisces. Seven of Wands. You are having to fight for your position, trying to stand your ground, and other people are trying to knock you off, playing king of the hill. You're not putting up with it anymore. Your intent is to take care of these detractors, these people that are getting in your way, that are holding you back, that are literally standing in your way so you can't move forward. You're over it. Let's see what is hindering you. The need for perfection. Everybody's competing for the same job. Your skill should speak for itself. Why are you doubting yourself? Why are you doubting your skills and your abilities? You're letting doubt creep in, and you're a master. You're a master of what you do. Don't let all these other people and their actions throw you off your game and cause you to doubt yourself, because you have great craftsmanship. Your only issue may be that it needs to be super perfect, which means because you can see every flaw, you never have one perfect enough to sell, to give away. Sometimes you just have to act and learn and figure it out as you go. What is supporting you? Four of Wands, a stable family. Maybe there's a wedding coming up. Maybe you're in the wedding. The four is stability. The Four of Wands is about a commitment, a celebration of a commitment, of a milestone in life. So if you have any of those events going on right now or close to now, whenever you're seeing this, go out to that event. And I'm leaning into why go to that event. For some reason, it's going to help you recharge your energy. Being around friends and family in that loving and nurturing energy, where people are excited and loving and encouraging and focusing all together on success and the beauty of the moment. That's some great juju. That's some great energy to use, to tap into, to leverage, to bring back to your hill, to help you keep fighting for your spot and defending your territory. See what the outcome is. This is really good next to that Four of Wands. The Ten of Cups, also known as the Happy Family card. So this makes me feel maybe there's competition for a promotion or a raise or something at work. A lot of people have put in for it. A lot of people want it. But you have more experience at it. You have the skills that they need for it. You have the connections. But you have to do the work of getting in there, of making sure your resume or your application is as good or better than everybody else's. How do you stand out from the crowd? What sets you apart? What makes you king of the hill other than getting there first? That drive, that ambition, coupled with the Four of Wands, celebratory energy, powerful magic energy that can help manifest things and put that energy toward creation. Then we have the happy family. So everybody is cheering for you. Everybody is encouraging you. And whether you get this or not, they don't care. They're going to celebrate your effort, your attempt to reach out, to grow, to expand. And they're going to encourage you to keep trying or look somewhere else if that's what you need to do. But they are supporting you 100%. No doubts. No doubts, Pisces. Sagittarius, what do we need? What is it that Sagittarius has going on? Sagittarius. Three of Cups. Partying, celebrating with close friends, people that you get along very well with. may have been part of your life or social life at least for a very long time. You get each other. You guys have a system and everything. This might be people even that you rarely see, but once you guys get back together, it's like you've never been apart kind of deal. Soul friends. I like that. So this is about getting together with those friends and spending time with them. So what do we have that's hindering that? Judgment. You have a fear of being misunderstood. Or maybe there was an understanding in the past, but there's this sense, or maybe you're the one who's being judgmental about the choices that one of your friends has made. Are you? Or do you feel like they are being judgmental or that you are being judged unfairly? That's something you guys need to talk about, communicate about. You know these people. Talk to them. Once you have a better understanding of what's going on, or maybe you have context, you may be missing context right now. That could solve the problem, but don't go off on your own, making your own judgments about what's going on. Make sure you get a thorough understanding or explanation first. Okay, what's supporting you? The moon, secrets, interesting. Hidden things. This thing that the misunderstanding is actually something that was meant to benefit you, that was meant to improve your life or to make things better. There is zero malicious intent here. You may even find that if there was a rumor or something going around, you may figure out that none of these started it. It was just made to look that way. Reality is someone overheard y'all talking and then ran with it. And they are there to help you, to support you, to help you come up with a plan to get around this, or with understanding just how much light you want to have shine in this area of your life, that you want to be public. They can help with that. They can help you control that and help you make the right decisions so that you still have some privacy, but at the same time, you satisfy the need for a broader group of people to victim blame or victim shame and make you feel like you were in the wrong, which is not true. So, diving deep and understanding that. There's also this sense of making sure that you're in control of your emotions and your reactions throughout this process. Because if you fly off and start just madly, passionately arguing, and it's just not a good look for you for this particular situation. You want to appear calm, cool, and collected and in charge of what's going on. Okay, outcome. Page of Cups. Possibilities. Excitement about a new venture, a new idea. Cups are related to our emotions and our intuition. You may gain some insight into this situation or into how others handle or feel about these things when they happen. These false rumors, spreading stories. You may come up with a counter story, a fantastical counter story. Interesting. I've never had that come up, but this page is also about creativity, a wild imagination. So it's almost as if you can let your imagination flow, if you can follow your muse, if you can come up with some ridiculous scenarios for how they may have drawn conclusions like this, and just put that kind of thing, it's like a gentle redirection of the energy, transformation of the energy that someone else intended to inflict pain or misunderstandings you can flip this situation to provide lessons, but in a positive and gentle way, and distract in a way from the messages, from the information that was given out. Interesting. Okay, that's what we have for Sag. Okay, that's what I have for everybody. I hope you all enjoyed that. I am proud that my voice made it through the whole thing. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.